Trick Jack, welcome to today's vlog. So numbers for the online mastery events tracking really well. We've hit close to 100 registrations on average for each location, which is pretty cool. So the potential of being in front of 400 people next week is great. Admittedly, because it's a free event, 50% of people generally just don't show, which blows my mind, to be honest. But hey, that's the game that you're playing. When you get a good Facebook ad campaign and a good funnel set up, it does all the heavy lifting for you. It really does. All the other things that you get to do, Facebook Lives or conversations with people or doing other events, with the potential of getting people interested about your other event, etc. Those are all the the longer play type things. But if you've got a good direct marketing campaign, Facebook ad that sends someone to a an irresistible offer, then it works. So it's great to be able to have the ability to be able to do that.
What's the extent that you ask your clients to understand what's going on?
I would frame it in the sense that you need to understand English, you just don't need to understand the slang. So as long as you can understand what I'm saying, it's like use Chinese, a Chinese person, when they understand what you're sort of saying, but if you start throwing out slang words and this and that isn't classified as English, it's going to be confusing for them. Like you've got to go, what's the level of normal for you to understand? And it's anything from a 30,000 foot view is what I think the business owner needs to understand, or someone in that business needs to understand. Like Richard Branson, he doesn't need to understand Facebook because he's not the person who's managing the person who's on Facebook, or the person doing Facebook stuff. Like an example, right, with accounting, I know how to use Xero because I have personally been doing all of our accounting and when I say all of our accounting, I shouldn't say all of our accounting, reconciling our accounts, knowing the numbers, right? Because I think every business owner needs to know that. Don't just every 3 months get your accountant to go and try and reconcile your books. You need to know where your cash flows out, all of that. So I know how to use Xero, for example, and I know how to set it up. And we're starting a new company and we got another quote from someone to do the Xero. I'm like, fuck, oh man. I said, wow, I told you I'm trying, I'm learning. I was like, that's what you're charging for that. And because I know what's actually needed, I'm like, I can't bridge the gap. Whereas if you didn't know what was actually needed to be done, you'd be like, okay, well, that must be what it costs. You just can't be negligent to it. But then if you don't know, you don't know. You have to, at a point, it gets to where you have to put your faith in someone else who knows more than you about it. That's it. I think it's important as a company you have healthy employees. So we're going to introduce, it's called Fitness Friday. Every Friday we're going to do something. I'm going to challenge you physically to see if you can do it. All right? You have to hold the camera when you're doing it. Emily's not here, so she gets away with it. Should have got Dan just doing it, Dan. All right, have we got a stopwatch?
2, 1, go.
Better off. Core strength is the key here, lads. Core strength. If I decide to stop, we count my time, and if you beat that time, I get a rematch. I still don't believe Chris will hit 30 seconds though. This is daily vlogging gold.
The last 3 minutes.
You're up. Second up in the, what did I call it? Friday Fitness Challenge. We've got Chris, we're going to start the timer. He has to balance on the ball. He can use all fours, don't go yet. I'm betting he doesn't last 30 seconds, but as an optimist, I hope he lasts more. But as a realist, I don't think he's got a chance. I did just do, if you didn't see, 3 minutes, just quietly, and then I had to retire. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. There's no hands, he's gone. If your training ability at the gym has anything to do with it, I don't see you lasting long. Set the timer.
I'm just testing it.
There's no testing. Wait for it. Ready?
Is that good?
Yep, go.
Oh no! Who's going to be the one who loses? I'll get a dead arm holding this camera before you fall off that ball.
Whoa, whoa.
Hands off, mate. There's no extra 10 seconds of leverage.
Oh, he's done it.
Stay there though, you got to do a minute. He's got nothing. The winner on the day was fun. There we go. All right, back to work. All right, so there's a new feature on Facebook fan pages which allow you to upload a video. And admittedly, this actually came out about 2 weeks ago, so we're still, I haven't seen anyone using it yet. So again, I might be in a subgroup of people being able to have this option, who knows. But the reality is we're actually doing something about it right now. So we're putting a video, we're about 93% uploaded to the timeline. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. I have to check it on my mobile phone too. But you never know, if you want to stay on the cutting edge, this is the sort of stuff you got to do. You just got to try it. Don't wait for someone like me to tell you to do it. If you see a feature, jump in. We can actually play a video in our timeline image, which is great. We don't know what it can or can't do right now because we only just tried it. But what we have identified is you do actually have volume. So we initially thought there wouldn't be any volume. Well, Jake did actually. I said there'd be volume, Jake said there wouldn't be. I don't know, I don't think we had that chat. But I would have said that if I was gonna say that. But there is a volume button, so we're gonna go back to the drawing board. So we've now tested on the computer and we wanted to test on the mobile, but the video doesn't play, so we've figured that out. And also the name on the fan page actually covers what we actually created there from a graphic perspective, so we need to go back to the drawing board with that. Test, 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 test.
We had enough?
Yeah, we're done. We're gonna jump in the car. We're gonna go and rock the house down. It really reckons we skip the traffic. I'm gonna follow you, Apple. I'm gonna trust you in your judgment here, because that traffic up here is atrocious. It's like everything in life, there's always a shortcut. You can follow the Pied Piper, or you can be the Pied Piper. In this case, I'm Pied Pipering.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away.
So we're just at Roscoe's desk. I always like when I go into people's businesses, just have a little look at what's on their desk. First thing that caught my attention was this. Roscoe's a very, very hard worker, so much so that he doesn't have time to go to the toilet, so maybe there's a bin that should go under there. He's got a bottle of Mount Franklin, half drunk. Never know when you need extra water, like 3-day-old water. He's also got this, methylated spirits. It's not meth, it's just water. This is not chewing gum. I'm sure Roscoe might get ideas and want to take a bit of blue tack. Stick it up.
This
Testing.
is the best health product I know.
Popcorn, cheddar, cheese.
Cheddar cheese. Can you tell?
Yeah. Do a side profile.
Yeah, it's the same shape. Yeah,
There we go.
What you eat.
That's what they say. So there we have it.
How many of you don't want to pay for lots of customers and people to do business with you by show of hands? Anyone? Yeah, cool. So this next man's going to take care of you on that front. He'll also probably have some jokes that won't land real well, so just bear with him. He's got a sense of humour. And we love you. Come on down, brother. Brett Campbell, a round of applause.
So when something new comes up, you're going to click on it too. If there was an offer goes, get this cupcake, you're like, huh, what's this? Click the button, right? We had 106,000 people do that. In 24 hours though, because remember I had an opt-in link inside a terms and conditions box, 12,564 email contacts in 24 hours. We generated 20,000 leads that week. Who would like 20,000 leads?
Yeah.
Yep. If I was to give you 20,000 leads right now, what would you do with them?
Freak out.
Yep. Yep. I like your honesty. That's one of many, many, many stories that I can share with you where we've been able to capitalize on something that is brand new. And I was saying in the car here, on the way here, I was saying you can either follow the Pied Piper or you can be the Pied Piper. You can't break Facebook. Right? You can't break Facebook. You can get banned. That's happened. If you're pushing the cutting edge, you can get banned from Facebook, right? but you can't break it. Get out there and try things. When there's something new, try it. Right now, today, literally half an hour before we traveled here, there is a brand new feature on your fan page, where you can now, instead of, the timeline image, at the top of your fan page, everyone just nod, yep, cool. You can now embed video in there, right? So we've put video in there now. We don't know what's gonna happen, we don't know what could happen, but guess what? We are making it happen, we're not just waiting for it to happen.